Oh, hey, what's up, everyone? This is Further the Nerd with another comic book market report for y'all. It is the first week of August, so happy August. Summer is basically done for me, which sucks. I'm about to go on vacation, but I want to do a quick video for y'all. You guys just do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, tell all of your friends, leave a comment in the comment section below, tell Brad he's amazing, or if you're Cody, tell him he's horrible. Anyway, I'll get into the report, and yeah. Hope you all have a great week. I have about 8 books I want to say today. Kind of random stuff, some new stuff I thought that would be cool to talk about and mention. And all good stuff. Doesn't make sense. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I call this that I picked up when I was at the store. And, it's fun. I'm going to not pick up this book. And I just figured, man, Ultimate Spider-Man when I was a kid was such a fun book to read. I was really curious of the route they're going to take with this particular story. So I'm regretting selling the book. I think I sold it for around the price it's selling now. This book came out last year when 2024 started out with just a slew of amazing books. 25 to 30 raw. I feel like this is a good long-term hold book. It's a great story. It's still ongoing. It's rich. They're going to try and, I guess, merge the universes coming up here soon, which I think is nice. I mean, I remember the original series went for like 500 different, titles and stuff. But I think wrapping up after like 30 to 40 would be a pretty good deal. So anyway, on to the next one. This one came out this week, Sonic 80, the 1 in 25 variant. Our boy Fedora put the business out on this one in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. It's good stuff. And shout out to all the other Discords. TM Nerdy's in the house, Circumstances, Skylar, whatnot. That's for your video gamers. Beyond Wednesdays for sure. And then Renee's The Dragon's Den if you're a gamer. But yeah, reach out to me if you want to join any of those Discords. All good people, except for Razor being one of them. He's kind of an idiot. Anyway, back to this book. I can't find a copy of this at all. It's really cool. I think it'd be a nice addition to have. I mean, just looking at it, if you're a Shadow fan, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want this book. $50 or more for this book. Beyond Wednesdays, or not Beyond, Stein's Top 10 talked about this book in their top 10 list, and it makes sense why. I think Fedora talked about this like Tuesday or Wednesday in the Discord, and I tried jumping on eBay, and I couldn't find a single issue unless you wanted to get a book from Australia, which is not a bad idea. It just would take forever to get to you. $50 or more you're going to spend on this book, or even if you can find it, it's really hard to find this book. Next up, this was like a failed spec I saw on recent sale. Stillwater #1 in the 9.8. And also, this is one of the weirdest books I've ever read, honestly. $30 for this and a 9.8 for the option news. I am not buying this book. It just was funny to kind of one of those reminders of those independent titles that were optioned. There's all this hype around it. People were buying it up, and it just fell. Damn, man, I remember seeing Instagram posts of people buying like 10 of these books, and I was like, man, it's just seems so weird. I don't think, even if it does get optioned and even if people like it, it's just not going to correlate with the comic book, value. So spend your money wisely, even if it's only a couple issues. And I always got to put an Invincible book for all you Invincible nerds out there, present company included. So Invincible number 138. This is 1,000 in print run. 150 for this. I think it's a great buy. That's a little high. I think $100 makes more sense to me, but for this full cover. And again, the print run cover being Invincible. I don't know what's going to hold 150, but I get why it went for 150 at this time. So just to be a little cautious about this. But if you're in the market for it, maybe offer like $100 for a 9.8. I just don't know if it's going to go past 150. This book I still is like on one of my watch lists. That and like Taskmaster 3, the 1 in 25 is like another one of my favorite kind of modern comic books to like look out for. Venom #9 from the Donny Cates run, the infamous Donny Cates run, and the animation variant. This is the first full appearance of Dylan Brock. I mean, is it inevitable he's going to show up in the MCU? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. It'd be really cool to have him in there just because if they can do it right with with the comic book coming to live screen or live action, I mean, I think it would make a lot of sense, but I just don't know. That's huge speculation. Regardless, I would not buy this because of speculation. I buy it because it's a cool cover. First full appearance of a cool character. And number 3, it's one of my favorite runs of the past 20 years, honestly. Say what you say. Say what you think about Donny Cates. He's a great writer. Just can't land a 10.0 on a Pummel Horse. $200 in a 9.8, though. I don't think that's a bad I don't think that's a bad buy. Again, I want to invest in this, but if you are in the market for it, like that's what you're going to pay for it. I think people that are selling this book, they don't want to give it up for less than that. So it makes sense. It's just a tough 9.8 to get. All that color rub and the paper sucks on these Venom books for sure. And next up, right before I get into this next book, I just want to say thanks everyone for your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to all your friends, leave a couple comment sections. Leave a comment in the sections. You know what to fucking do. Anyway, SpiderMan #1 or SpiderMan Noir #1. I need a copy of this to get signed one day by Nicolas Cage. I don't think it'll ever happen, but it'd be cool to like get this book. I couldn't find any like individual sales of this that I thought were good to notate. There was like one that went for like 500, which I have no idea why. I didn't really read into it. I just skipped over it, but I did find a bunch of like 1 through 4 miniseries is like sell for $300, which to me, it's a long-term hold. I don't think this is moving because of like, oh my God, Nicolas Cage is gonna do the voice for him. I think it's just literally people like this book. It's cool art, it's a cool character, and it's not a huge print run compared to other Spider-Man titles. And I feel like the only reason I knew about this book is because speculation. But I never remember hearing about it when it came out, like in previews or anything like that. So I think a lot of attention was kind of taken away from this, and I wasn't really reading a ton of books back then. So just word of mouth kind of got around about this book particularly. So cool. Avengers 684, the first Immortal Hulk. This is like spec before COVID, kind of fun. $68 for this pre-COVID Grail. I would say yes, Grail for modern. And when I talk Grail, I'm not talking so much value, but just like a character first appearance that led to something that was really great. Kind of really, really great writing. Was this Al Ewing? I don't think it was Al Ewing. Oh my gosh. Who wrote Immortal Hulk? Hold on a second. Give me a second here. Oh yeah, it was Al Ewing. I mean, great story. Great story. He's one of my favorite writers of that era. I say era, it's like 5 years ago. But anyway, $68 for this in a 9.8. I don't think I'd grade this if I had it. And but regardless, I thought it was really cool. So, and last but not least, oh no, this is definitely least. Black Panther 3. So I know I talk a lot of crap about this book, but this is why. The whole reason this book went up was because there was touting of the next Black Panther. I don't remember if that was like when we knew that he was going to pass. I don't think it was, but there was CBR news. There was like national media news about this. I don't even want to talk about the Whatnot sales because I was also kind of privy to that. Who wasn't selling like these hot? I remember buying this for $300, selling it at 9.8 on eBay. So I didn't really buy it off Whatnot, but people were pumping this book. And the only reason was because there's a new Black Panther in town. So the assumption was he was going to go to film, right? Basically put him in, pump him up in the media, values, whatever. People correlated that with just like free money, right? If that is the whole reason something goes up, whether you're investing in comic books, video games, stocks, and that story is over, it's not going to come back. There's nothing else that's going to push it up. Even if that does come back later down the road, you're not going to make your money back. So you might as well sell this for whatever you can get. Do not buy this on the dip. Comic books are not stocks, especially modern ones. $89 for a raw. Like, why would you do that? If you have $89 to spend, buy that Sonic book and put it away for 5 years. Do not buy this and hope that the new Black Panther is going to be in the form of Tosin. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, I just think it's weird that this book still sells, but it's a dope cover for a dead spec. I guess is all I can say about it. But other than that, I'm not buying it. Anyway, that's your list for the week. Hope you all have a great week, or I hope you all have a great start and end to your week. Enjoy the sunshine. Hit that like button. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Have a good day. Bye-bye now. How do I end the recording?